So this is a video that a lot of y'all have asked about. I've done kind of a smaller IGTV about how I use my high frequency wand in my nighttime skincare routine. But I am gonna break down all the education and the need to know info on the high frequency wand in today's video. I know it kind of looks like a vibrator, but here's what you need to know about this little tool. It's not really like a fad device that's going around right now. It's something that estheticians and dermatologists have been using in their regimen on patients and on clients in med spas or when you're getting facials for 20 years. And I remember when I told my esthetician here in Dallas at Elevate Med Spa that I had bought one of these on Amazon, she was like, oh my goodness, those are old school and they truly, truly work. So I've gotten a lot of questions about this, so I kind of just wanted to put all the info in one place so you could use it, and I'm just spreading the skincare gospel. So high frequency wands, like I said, have been around for decades. They're something that estheticians and dermatologists use in tons of different capacities, and there's so many benefits to them. So let's talk about the benefits real quickly. Not only do they reduce inflammation, they help with fine lines and wrinkles. They can also help with hair growth on your scalp. For me personally, I've noticed that they really help with redness and rosacea and that inflammation that I get along my cheeks. That's kind of the primary place that I like to use them, but they're also really handy if you see a pimple coming up. So I'm gonna kind of show you what comes with this. So you're gonna get the tool, or the device, and then you're gonna get 4 different attachments. This one obviously is for hair. I haven't really used this, but I've heard people say that this is a great resource for helping stimulate hair growth. This is kind of a more precise attachment that you can really get in there specifically on a certain dot. This one covers a little more, I guess, just a bigger surface. It's about the size of a quarter. And then this one also helps if you need to get like into the crevices, I'd say like around your nose and around your eyes. The ones that I use the most are these two. So I'm gonna show you how I do this one first overall on my whole face, and then I'm gonna go in and kind of spot check with this one. Don't let this scare you, but what this does is it produces argon gas, and argon gas is used to treat inflammation. Like I said, treats inflammation. It treats fine lines and wrinkles. It can help with the growth and kind of plumpness of your skin underneath. I'm not a dermatologist, so I can't really speak to the overall benefits of this. I can only really speak personally into what I've seen it help with. Here's a couple tips going into using this. When you put the little attachments in and out, make sure you have a good grip on them and never bend it, because I have had one snap right here and it broke and I couldn't get it out, so then I had to buy an entirely new tool. Every time you're done using this, take it out. I keep these in just this little pouch that I got a Lily Sedui headband in. I just keep them all in this, but never leave it on the counter with an attachment and it falls off and breaks. You're kind of screwed. Be very gentle with them. You are working with a really thin glass right here, but don't let that scare you. So I have a clean face right now. So I start by applying my Vintner's Daughter. You can do it on dry skin. These do dry your skin out a little bit, but that's what we're wanting them to do. We're wanting them to reduce inflammation and kind of dry out kind of those pores that are inflamed or irritated. So I do about half a vial of my Vintner's. I press it into my skin and into my neck, just to kind of have like a primer on my skin before I start with the wand. And you can already see, like, I have redness along my cheeks. That's kind of where my rosacea lives. Cutting out alcohol and cutting out dairy has been a huge, huge factor in helping with that. I could talk about rosacea for days, but that's another topic for another day. You see a little red light and you'll see that it zaps. It's almost like a bug zapper. Zap it on the edge, you get a smaller hit. If you zap it on the whole surface, you get a bigger hit. I turn it up pretty much as high as it can go because I've kind of worked up a stamina. And I just start along my cheeks. Here's what I'm gonna say. For those of you that are like, ow, this hurts, well then don't do it. Then turn the frequency down. You kind of have to work up to it. I mean, when I got it, I started really, really low, but you don't really see it do anything. There's also like sheets that you can buy on Amazon to put on your face. I don't do that. Ooh, it gets a little spicy around the eyes. I'm just gonna let you know. Like I said, it's kind of like snapping a rubber band, or like if you get shocked. That's kind of what it's like. But when you get right here around the eye, I like to turn it down a little bit. And just turn it back up when I get on my cheeks. And I just cover all the surface area of my face. And I do about 2 or 3 passes. And this is one of those things, you're not going to use it once and see results, but consistently you are, because it's consistently making sure that that inflammation in those areas doesn't come back. And I'll even go down into my neck. Let's turn that up more. I can go as hot as it's not hot, as spicy as it gets on my neck. It doesn't hurt, in my opinion. And I've got a pimple right there. We'll come back to that in a second. And then we'll do one more pass. If you're somebody with acne-prone skin, oily skin, your skin will love this device. And please put any questions you have. If I don't answer them by the end of this video, put them in the comments, and I will definitely answer them if I didn't in the video. Okay, so I've done one whole pass of my face. Or 3 whole passes of my face. Now I'm gonna turn it off. And then I like to go in with this one. This is where I really get that redness around my nose and I kind of start to spot check. Now, on my cheeks over here, I'm gonna be super candid with y'all. I have some milia, I don't know how to say it, which are tiny little kind of like pimples, but they don't pop, if that makes sense. And I've gotten them to go away by basically killing them with this. I have one right here on my cheek, you can see. And I will sit and zap it about 50 times, dead serious. This is exactly what I do with a pimple too. And if you consistently do this with a pimple or a milia or one of those deep cystic pimples, it will die. This will suffocate it to death, I promise. Because it's just gonna zap that inflammation and that argan gas is just gonna knock it out. And so I'm just gonna keep zapping those, and you'll see it getting a little red, but that's fine. But I'm also gonna go right here along my cheeks where I have my rosacea and really just wake up all of those bumps and irritated spots and really let this argan gas kill it. Now I'm gonna do the other cheek. I've got some inflammation right here. I'm just gonna sit and go to town. And these are all just like little irritated bumps that I get. They come and go when I'm on my period. They come and go if I haven't been as clean on my diet. But there's a lot of comfort in knowing that I can really get rid of them if I'm consistent with this. I've also got some right there. Those are hormonal. That area right there where my pores get clogged, just gonna go in there and zap it. You might wake up tomorrow morning after doing this and see that there's a bunch of little dry flecks on your face. That's good. It means it dried out whatever was underneath there. Ooh, let's get her. And then I turn this down real low when I go around my nose because that area is so sensitive. And this, you can't tell right now, but it truly helps with redness. Like when I wake up tomorrow, my face won't be as red as it would be had I not done this. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this back up and we're gonna go to town on this little asshole right here. I woke up about 4 or 5 days ago and there was a whelp here on my neck, like a massive whelp. And it's an under the skin pimple. It's hormones related. And every night I've just been sitting here zapping it. And it never came to a head. It's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I think the benefit of this versus me trying to pop it and get it to come to the surface is I don't worry about breaking the skin and then getting a scab and then being left with potentially a scar. And I'm just gonna sit here and keep zapping her. She's getting flatter. I love it. Okay. So that's that. We're done with her. And then I'm just gonna follow up with just 2 pumps of my Colleen Rothschild face oil, number 9. Rub that up. And then my Laneige, I don't know how to say that, lip mask. And voila. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you use the high frequency one. And if there's any questions that I didn't answer in this like 101 tutorial, be sure to leave the questions that you have for me in the comments below, and I will 100% answer them, because I know there are a lot of underlying questions about this that maybe the general public doesn't have, but you might have. You can send me an email, you can send me a DM, and I will of course address those for you. So if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and head to KERRently.com for even more skincare information and tutorials and everything you need to know about my skincare regimen.